How do you? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
All right. All right. Let's read. I feel like you're in terms of spirituality, you're more receptive now. I feel like some things happened in the near, like very, very recent event. I feel na parang there's something that triggered you to be more open to it. Na parang fuck it, just fuck it. Let's.
Yeah.
There's. I don't think I'm gonna lose more. Parang let's just try this other thing. That the universe has been offering us. Like when you talk to yourself, I think it's represented by the four of cups in reverse. But
Okay.
I haven't shuffled yet. That's only the card that I saw when I got it out of the box. But now we ask the spirit. We're going to connect with Thoth. Thoth is the god of wisdom, god of the books keepers. He also has access to your Akashic records. So if ever that this needs to go deeper, we would go deeper into it. But let's first take out your current energies. So Thoth, please give us past, present, and future. Oops. Ooh, this one is like a hit, like a hard hit.
Okay.
So there's like an energy of it, like parang like an abrupt, parang ganung energy. So I don't know. Let's dive into it later. Let's see your present moment. In the present, oh, I already saw the card. I already saw the card. Oops, it flipped. This one flipped. So I feel like there's going to be a switch in the future. I don't know what the cards are yet. I just saw the middle one, but I feel like kasi um when the last card when the last card fell out of the deck, it went like this. So
Okay.
what that tells me, some readers don't read that. I'm the type of
Yeah.
reader that reads everything. So I read the switch as there's something that's going to shift very, very soon. But first we have to tackle what it is that happened in the near past and what's happening now and what could happen in the future. Because I feel like in the near past, King of Swords, ooh, you stepped into like this authority. Like I feel like you stepped into this leader energy. Okay, you
Okay.
you stepped into
Yeah.
this very, very leader energy, but at the same time, with the swords, parang you felt the power. Okay, I feel like you felt like, oh, so this is what power feels like. I like
Mm,
it. I like it. And but I do feel like there are harsh words that have been said as well. Parang there might be some harsh words. I don't know if this is about the people that you work with, but I do feel that this is about business, right?
yeah.
You are a boss, you're a boss. But I feel like spirit is trying to make you into a leader. There's a difference in that, Naya. And I'm feeling so strongly that your guides are molding you into something that you have not even considered yourself of becoming. All right. Because the King of Swords, okay? The King of Swords tells me that you're someone right now who has this recognition of power with you holding the sword na parang this is something that can make me powerful. Na parang ganung realization. But I feel like in the present moment, with the sun in reverse, na parang even with this power, it's just that you're not happy. Parang I feel like there are days that na parang you just don't understand yourself na why do I feel like this? Na parang I have money, I have people
Oh
that
my God.
I can
Yeah.
pay to make me happy. I can buy I can buy everything that I want, but why am I not happy? And I feel like the sun is a major arcana card. It's like what do you call it? It's like a major life event. And the fact that the sun is being happy, and if you can see here, like with the sun here, there's this like child. Can you see the child?
Yeah.
And it's on a white horse, right?
Yeah.
So I'm feeling na parang you're getting overwhelmed with adulthood. That's what I feel. Na parang you didn't expect it to be, oh shit, so this is what adulting feels like. Oh shit. My mom should have told me so I could have prepared earlier. But I feel like that's the energy. But at the same time, the fact that the mere fact that the sun card came up for you, meaning that I feel like there's this call for you to reconnect with your inner child. You know, find the time for yourself to enjoy, you know, outside the pressure of being the young adult that you are, the young woman that you are. You have to remember how to be a child. Because it is when we are most connected to our inner child where we can appreciate everything, even the problems that we face.
Hello.
Yo, all right. Game.
Oh, dude, my pig threw the mess outside and my mom was furious.
I had yeah. It's no worries, no worries at all. Um, I would. Are you Gemini? I know. I think you're an Earth sign, but I do feel that you have a Gemini somewhere in your chart. But maybe you're a Virgo.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a Virgo.
I'm a Virgo, yeah, but I have Gemini in my chart then.
Um, you're an open book, Naya. Really. You know why I said Virgo? Because yeah, that class. There's this quality to Virgo women that is just really classy. Like my grandmother is a Virgo and she's so classy as fuck. Parang ganun, may natural class. You know what? I would say that some people that I would say most people are intimidated by you.
Really?
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like the first time they meet you, pag hindi ka pa nakakausap, parang oh shit. This woman is like really really intimidating. And I feel like most girls feel this. Like, if you don't have problem with the guys, you have problem with the girls because girls can get a bit too, nosy and stuff and I feel like you don't appreciate it. And I don't know why I'm hearing that. I don't know why I'm hearing this information. I'm not really. It's not about the cards. I'm just getting this from your energy. Maybe
Oh,
you have friends. Maybe you're having problems with friends right now. Maybe it's your girl besties that you're
okay.
dealing with. Maybe this
It's always
happened
the
recently.
girl fights.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the girl fights.
Okay. It's making sense what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like because I feel like you are not acknowledging this in a parang you're like brushing it off, but it gets into you sometimes, na parang, it's affecting you. And I
Yeah.
feel like the reason why we're talking about this is because your higher self is trying to make you acknowledge that you're hurt because you're trying to be strong. And I feel like this is your Gemini. Your Gemini trying to be articulate about it. No, I'm not hurt. Why would I be hurt? Like I'm Nyah. I'm fucking Nyah. Self. Don't you know me? But I feel like that's what's happening.
Exactly.
But but again, I feel like you also have water in your chart because you're sensitive. But you don't want people to know that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like again with a Virgo, you want to be someone who's viewed as strong. You want to be someone who is viewed as stable. But Spirit is trying to tell you that it's okay to be honest with yourself. Parang Spirit is not saying na parang go tell the world that you're not okay. No, your higher self is not saying that at all. But what your higher self is saying na parang okay, if you want to mask how you feel about yourself to others, that is okay. But what's not okay is you masking your feelings to yourself because it will get to you, and it will get to you in ways that you might not even expect it. Sometimes when you're out in the street, then you saw a group of friends like, oh shit, they remind me of my friends. Maybe those times hit you.
Mhm.
Okay. I have yet to get a card for this, but let's get some cards for that because I feel like there's something we're not. I feel like there's a message with that. I feel like there's like an urgent message, something that you don't need to ask because this is something that you don't want to ask yourself because you don't
Okay.
even want to think about it.
Mhm.
But the thing is, you have to think about it because there are some things that you're not seeing. And I don't know, maybe it's the lessons that is trying to be presented. Really, really, because I feel like Naya, the reason why you have so many questions is because you're now realizing that you don't know yourself. You thought you knew yourself, but you only knew the Maya version, right? You
Yeah.
only knew the version that society told you were you. Like you only knew yourself for the things that other people knew you to be you. But when you get in touch with your emotions and when you get in touch with your wounds, the things that you don't want to feel, that is when you discover who you are because your pain is also a part of you. So the pain has to see the light, di ba? For you to understand yourself is for you to understand your shadows, where your pain is coming from. Because if you do not do this, you will just keep on judging your pain and you will keep on. I feel like you have these nights where you just judge yourself na parang oh Naya na parang why do we have to be like this, di ba?
Yeah.
And you judge your mistakes. I feel like you tend to judge the mistakes that you make. You tend to
Yeah.
judge the decisions that you make. But the thing
Yeah, and
is,
then I resent it so much, and I'm just up all night thinking about that. I should have not done that.
yeah,
I'm resenting it so much.
but the thing is, Naya, the fact that they happen means that they were supposed to happen. Kasi I feel
Yeah,
like you were bubbly when you were a kid. You know, I feel like you were
yeah.
someone who's very bibo. But maybe teenage pressure got into you. And I
I
feel like
feel super boring right now.
yeah, and I feel like I'm hearing this message that you tried to mature early. It's like a conscious thing that you made. It's a conscious decision that, oh, you
Yeah,
just woke up one day na parang, oh, I want to be an adult. So I'm going to go clubbing. I'm
yeah.
going to go to the bars. You know, fuck you, fuck that, fuck everyone. And I'm just going to have the time of my life. And then once you became a real adult, you're like, oh shit, there are bills. There's bills to pay. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, pass, man. Honestly, I was questioning this kid. I was telling my mom, damn, it's so hard to adult, bro. She's like, it's okay. You'll get a hang of it. You wanted it anyway. So I was like, all right.
Remember we were talking about your friends?
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that we still haven't got any cards yet.
Oh,
That,
okay.
that was all intuitive energy reading. So let's get into
Okay,
the
okay.
cards. Let's see. What about your friends? Why were they brought up? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh
Alright.
Naya. Naya,
Yes,
galing.
yes.
Galing. Ang galing. Like these are my favorite cards. Really.
Oh,
Okay. Should I take out this card? Just yes or no?
no.
Alright. I'm not gonna get that. Okay. Alright. Woo. Okay. You know, some readers just read up or down.
Yeah.
That means upright or reversed. But you know, I'm that kind of weird tarot reader that reads in sideways. So I'm gonna it went
Okay.
out sideways. It went out sideways, so we're gonna read it that way. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. In the past, this is about your friends.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was a misunderstanding and there was like a lack of sensitivity and also a lack of receptivity because maybe someone was not being receptive to somebody's explanation or something. I'm hearing na parang someone was trying to offer their sentiments and someone was not like, I don't have time for your bullshit, you know? Like if your friend's name was let's say Margaret, na Margaret, putang ina mo, tumahimik ka na nga dyan, parang I don't have time for you. Parang I feel like you know,
Yeah.
but there's love. There's love because kasi I feel like may pinanggagalingan din eh. May pinanggagalingan lang na parang kung bakit hindi receptive. If you were the person who was not being receptive to your friends or if your friends were not receptive to you, may pinanghuhugutan kasing pain.
Okay.
Maybe this pain was not even triggered by you or your friends. Maybe it was by something else and then yung nagkaroon kayo ng conflict sa inyo nagkainitan, you know? Maybe it's not
Yeah.
even your shit. Maybe you just absorbed others people's shit, then you just projected this into each other. And maybe doon ka nang hihinayang because at night, maybe you think na parang if I did not do this, maybe we would still be talking. Maybe if I could have just lowered my very beautiful and very very I'm seeing very bongacious pride.
Uh-huh.
You know, I feel like you have those regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And maybe those are the regrets that you do not want anyone to know that you have. Na parang, putang ina gago, wala akong ganyang regrets ha. Wag mo nga akong inaano dyan. Na parang, but at the end of the night, you have them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But, you know what I'm also hearing, Naya? I'm also hearing that this was all meant to happen. You know?
Okay.
Kasi
Yeah.
these persons, all right, these persons, like the Four of Wands came up, and the Four of Wands, for me personally, the Four of Wands tells me that this is of a divine connection. This is a very destined connection. So if you guys are friends, you guys are what we call soulmates.
Okay.
And maybe, okay, like correct me if I'm wrong, pero the reason why you're so bothered with whatever happened with your friends is because they were actually the friends that parang you thought you would grow up with. Na parang na-envision mo na yun, na parang, oh, when we grow up, we're going to the beach and we're going to
Mm-hmm.
France, Switzerland, whatever. We're going to Japan, we're gonna shop. No? And yung mga anak natin, dadali natin because they're gonna shop as well. And we're going to spend a lot of cash shopping. You know, I feel like you
Yeah.
had those plans. And that's why it hurts. because parang you know how to make it right. Pero the ego makes it hard for you to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, parang you don't even want to think about it na parang really?
No, it's
No,
okay.
no, no, no. I'm
Okay.
good here. I'm good here in my bubble. I feel like that's what your self is trying to tell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But you have to ask yourself na, is the weight of this voice much heavier than the yung pinagsamahan ba? You know, parang is it really worth it listening to this voice, knowing na parang kasi the time already had its magic done. You know that time made its way to make healing possible. And I feel like you're intuitive enough to know if you do reach out, things would get better. I feel like you intuitively know this, or maybe you have thought about this na parang siguro if I reach out baka okay na lahat. And maybe your ego suddenly, ano, gago ka ba, Naya? Hindi kaya? No, Naya, no, we're not gonna do that. All right, but again, this is a challenge for you, Naya, because you're being taught by your spirit guides how to discern who's the voice you're talking to in your head, because right now you're awakening, diba? You're having a spiritual awakening. So your guides just sees it fitting for you to be taught to listen or to discern kung anong voice yung narinig mo. Is it your ego? Is it your higher self? Whose voice is it? Right? And I feel like what you're going through is also valid, you know? I feel like you got traumatized. Siguro in the past, nag-lower ka ng pride mo for someone and it did not go well. I feel like this happened before. That's why you're so repulsive about the thought of, reaching out. Kasi nangyari na to sa you before. And maybe this was back when you were in high school or in grade school. I do feel that this is like the early years of your life wherein you tried to apologize and you got embarrassed for it. Or
Mm-hmm.
you got really really embarrassed about it, that you swore that you will never ever lower your pride for anyone else ever again, no matter how important they may be, even if it's
Yep.
you, mom. Parang ganon. Parang I'm feeling that kind of hurt. So
Yeah.
with that said, Naya, I have to say that what the trauma that you have is valid. Na parang as you are being guided to connect with these people, spirit is also saying na parang you can take it as slow as you need to. There's no pressure here, right? There's no pressure, but this is something that we have to address. And this is something that is inevitable because one of these days, it might not be now, it might not be in a few months or this year or in the next year, you will meet these people again and you know it. You have this inner knowing that you will meet them and you will come across them in in however form it may be. It could be through social media. It could be through the parties that you go to. Um,
Yeah.
your the situation of yours, yung friends mo, the situation of yours is simply teaching you the root of the things that you still need to heal, and that is the traumas that you have as a child. Yun nga, diba, we mentioned about that childhood wound of yours for being embarrassed, for apologizing, which made you be repulsive, even sa concept of apologizing. So, in essence, we should thank your friends for pointing the direction towards the healing.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi if they did not, if you guys did not have that conflict that you had, then we might not even have had the map to lead to
Yeah.
that. Yeah? So thank you, friends. Thank you, Margaret, whatever your name is.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like in the near future, it's your call whether you're gonna reach out or not. It's really your call.
Okay.
It's your call, diba? Parang, are you going to do this? No, that's a no. Or are you gonna do this? Yes, it's a yes. But right now, Spirit is saying that you can stay like this, all right? There's no rush. But
Yeah.
one of it's inevitable. It's gonna happen that sooner or later it has to recalibrate. The card has to find the polarity that it's gonna choose to. It's either a yes or a no, right? But right now, take your time to know whether the weight of your pride or your ego is more than the weight of how much you love these people, because um you're being asked not to judge your ego. Okay, you're being asked to understand where your pain is coming from. You're being asked to understand why is it you're hurt. Diba?
Yeah.
You're being asked to understand yourself in ways that you did not try to understand yourself before. And I feel like back then you never really put priority into understanding the way you felt for the pain that you experience, it's just about having fun. But a part of
Yeah.
adulthood is realizing it's not always about sunshine. Sometimes it's gonna rain, sometimes it's gonna storm. But we have to be prepared. We have to know how to be prepared when we are in that situation. Okay? So, yun lang naman. That's all I see about your friends. You're an intense soul to read for. Activated Earth. Trust where you are led. That's the first thing that I saw sa oracle cards mo. So, trust that you are on the right path and trust that you are not crazy. You're not crazy for thinking crystals are real, okay? Maybe some of your friends like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you saying, Naya? That's bullshit. Yeah.
Dude, super. They be thinking I'm tripping.
Naya, I'm gonna tell you this. It's okay not for not everyone to understand. It's okay to understand something that others don't. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you will always find someone who will resonate with the things that goes on in your head. And the fact that you're in Crystal Tiangge gives you a lot of opportunities to make new friends. You just have to
Yeah.
be receptive because I feel like you're very picky with your friends.
Yeah.
Not weigh you down. That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
All right? You okay. You're not alone. That's the first card that I saw. You are not alone. And
Mm-hmm.
look at the card. Right, I'm drawn to put the flash on this so you can see this better.
Oh, yeah.
There. Makikita mo parang there's a girl up in the sky wearing white connecting with
Yeah.
the one. This is a clear message. This is the thing that I already told you a while ago na you're not alone. Even in your business. You have
Mm-hmm.
business partners that you cannot see. Oh, putang ina multo! No, not Naya. You're
Shadow.
not ghost, alright? You're not ghost. No.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what they are though. They are what you call spirit guides. And they are
Oh, okay.
beings. They are the beings that agree to help you win the Earth game because Earth is simply a game that you have. It's a school, all right. Earth is an
Mm-hmm.
experiential realm. So on Earth, we agree to spend a few years, Earth years, to learn about life, to
Yeah.
learn about the good and the bad of life. And when we pass on, or what people say die, we actually just go back home
Yeah.
because this is just a school. The home is up there. It's in the spirit realm. So what this is saying is that your guides are connecting with you, and
Mm-hmm.
they're also saying that they're aware of the doubts that you always had with religion at an early age. Like you knew, Naya, I'm seeing as early as 10, you did not already believe in religion. And I'm hearing that
Yeah.
message very clearly na parang, oh, why do you have to bring me to church, mom? Why do I have to
Dude,
sitting still?
super accurate. You know, like I got in trouble in was that CLE before because I questioned him about like religion and hell, and I was like, okay, well, you're saying if Christians like go to hell, and then like what about people who don't believe in God? Where do they go? Because like in their religion, heaven or hell, so where do they go?
you
And
know,
then he got, and
Naya,
then,
if
yeah, he was
is this
like, are you questioning like Christianity? And I was like, oh hell nah! Like I just wanted to know, bro. Like I was just curious.
ang galing nga because that just shows of how advanced you are as a soul because your soul is not conforming to the conventions of society or religion. It's because you know that really the spirit is not bounded by dogmas. The spirit is so limitless it cannot be confined by religion. And that's what you have lying
Mm-hmm.
within you. That's the inner knowing that you have. Okay? Oh, excuse me. Um you are activating your spiritual connection with your guides and they are so happy. I'm also hearing that okay, they refuse to give me information about your childhood, so let's move on to your next card. Okay. Ang galing, your guides are as picky as you na parang no, friends, we're not gonna go there. Let's move on to the next card, right? Parang shit.
Okay.
Okay, maybe okay. I just wanted to get some information to go more deeper. Pero siguro they thought that the information we gave you there is enough. So let's move on to the next point. I feel like
Okay, back off.
yeah, na parang kung gaano ka articulate in the physical, that's how articulate your guides are as well basically, I feel like one of the things that you're activating here as well is your witch abilities. Um,
Mhm.
I feel like you're the type of person who just realized that when you say something, it comes true, even bad things.
Mhm.
Maybe when you say someone to go fuck yourself, they end up getting fucked. You know,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
when you say someone na parang, oh, I hope you trip over and break your knee, and then you find out they break their knee the next day.
Dude, you know what? Why is it so accurate? Like my mom, okay, like she put up her like little jewelry
Okay,
thing.
your mom.
My mom again, she put up like what's that, the neck model thing, and she put like her alahas there. And then I was telling her, "You're gonna get robbed. You're
Oh
gonna get
my
robbed. I swear,
god.
you're gonna get robbed." Bro, gago na nakawan siya.
Why are we laughing?
And I was like, and then she was like, you jinxed it because you said it. You jinxed it. I was like, no, like that was the thing. It's
You
just like
jinxed
weird.
it, you witch.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
crazy.
pero kasi as a witch, you also have the ability to, make positive manifestations. Like when you say na parang let's say you could go back in time or I feel like if you have said na parang oh ang ganda niya na, you'll get a lot of attention tonight. Maybe she ended up getting numbers of investors for a business of yours or a business of hers, diba? So you have to be very very careful with the words that you say because as a witch you have a more potent vocal throat chakra. You have a more potent vocal energy, throat
Yeah,
energy. So kasi as witches have perfected the art of incantations, all right? So witches in the past have perfected the art of chanting, invoking
yeah,
entities with words and spells. So
yeah.
even the most mundane things that you say has a lot of power, Naya. So you have to be very, very careful with that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go into your portal card. You got the portal. Again, Naya, your guides are opening a portal within yourself. I feel like nagugulat ka of how intuitive you're becoming. Okay, correct
Mhm.
me if I'm wrong. You're suddenly realizing that you have a talent for reading people's minds. Parang gago, kaya ko 'yun. 'Di ba? na parang ganun, I feel like that's the energy that I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Okay? Coping mechanism. Wait lang. We're still in the portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. So doors are opening. It's now your choice if you're gonna let your guides in. Right. So no, I feel like I'm urged to ask you. Do you want to know your guides?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how they can help you?
Yeah.
Do you want them to help you?
Yeah. I want to have like a connection with them or something.
Right. I'm hearing Naya that you don't need to learn anything. All right.
Okay.
Wait, I'm just gonna get this here. So right, you don't need to learn anything. Rather, you just have to remember. All right. There's a difference between learning and remembering.
Yeah.
Learning means you're processing new information.
Yeah.
Remembering means like you're just looking back into old records. Trying to
Mhm.
um, recalibrate that information and to apply it in the current situation. So I feel like you're being asked to remember your magic. Simple as
My
that.
what?
Your magic. Okay. Ito don't say gago kapag may nahanap kang cross dito sa palad mo. Okay? Like, if you go look at your hands right now,
Mhm.
dun sa line na to, like this line and that
Mhm.
line over here, there's going to be a
Stop
cross.
playing with me.
There's gonna be a
Stop.
cross.
Bro, what?
If
What
you're
is
if you're really a powerful witch, you would have both hands crossed.
bro, what does it mean though?
Do you have one hand crossed
One,
or both hands?
wait, one, one. This one.
Right hand.
This one, parang wala, parang hindi.
All right. Okay. So, Naya, you are a witch. Right?
Um,
That's a witch's hand. Not everyone has that. Like, kung may kaibigan ka, look at their hands. Not every single one of your friends will have that. It's funny that you mentioned that. Because Your last oracle card is losing your grip. All right.
Oh.
So losing your grip, I feel like you're being asked to, try not to control the situation. Rather, you flow with whatever's going on because that is when you can be most happy. Because I feel like when you're trying to control everything, na parang that's when it all falls apart. Na parang, oh, I want this to be like that. No, you try to control everything. You don't give the universe the room for its, insights. Na parang, oh, maybe the universe wants it to be like this, but you have your different, you know, um, and maybe your controlling tendencies is actually one of your obsessions. It's like an addiction of yours. That's what we're saying. You're addicted to controlling everything, but again, that could also be a power if you would tend to view it that way. Ito lang yan,
Mm-hmm.
Naya. Everything that you tend to view negatively will always be against you. But if you try to perceive them from a positive perspective, then you have the potential to actually make them as your power. Like with the swords, diba? You got the king of swords. So yung sword, it could parang you could either use it to stab somebody or to display power, to decorate it in your wall. Na parang, oh, I have a fucking sword. See?
Yeah.